From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Parrish. And completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing again. Parrish. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 3rd down. Parrish. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down, New York.
on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. No score after one on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Parrish. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parrish escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game. And could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on third down. Parrish into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw right side here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Gun, Eckler running it. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Taron Johnson made the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parrish. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing on 1st down. Parrish. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. play fake. Parrish. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Parrish. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off play action. Parrish. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Parrish finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run the counter. Flynn pushing tacklers aside. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, Parrish. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rolling to his right. And he'll let this one go deep and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Tua now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Now Tua. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Parrish. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The
for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Play action, now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. And he'll let this one go deep for Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Bills are going to recover. But a 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parrish. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Parrish. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Parrish. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Tua on 4th down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He may try to run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
I I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Bills are going to recover. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st and 10, Parrish. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up second.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Parrish. His pass caught at the 4. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Right home for the Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. that makes this a 16-point lead.
Bills 34, Jets 18.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this.
They caught up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best